Okay, good evening. It is it's like 9:30, I think, Eastern time, and I gotta do something with my hair. Um so um I viewed my video that I developed earlier today, and I noticed some mistakes. I'm my own biggest critic. Um, One thing I noticed is that um, I said that I have 7 kids. I'm gonna have 6 kids and a grandchild, so that's 7. But when I added my grandchild, I said that was 8 because I had a stillborn in 2010, a little boy, and I still count him, and I had him put in an urn, so he's in my living room. Um, this is something I try to do every night. I don't. I'm horrible with it. I'm trying to detangle my hair and twist it so that I can keep moisture in it. Um, so I'm gonna do that and do the video because I've had people ask me, what do you do? So yeah, that was my first mistake. I said it was 8 kids because if I count Joe Ash and my orange blossom, that's what I call her. My husband calls her a mad midget. But if I count her and Joe Ash in all, that's 8. Another mistake that I did, because I knew I was going to start crying. Like I said before, I always cry. I talk about my mom. And I got out the military in June of 2000. And I went back to Memphis. My mom asked me to come back to Memphis. And that's what I tried to do. And she told me that she had this spot on her chest. And I was like, oh, what is that? And it was, my mom was light skinned. And she had a little blue indented area in her left breast, a little bit over her heart. And there was a lump there. About, for those mastiffs that make pigeon peas, is about the size of a pigeon pea. So a pigeon pea is a little bit smaller than a black-eyed pea. So I told her to go get that checked. She didn't get it checked until like the end of the year, early 2001. And then she detangling. My hair is tangled. Then she had her surgery in July of 2001. And after she had her surgery, I moved to Virginia Beach to start my life over. I used Jamaican black castor oil to seal the moisture in my hair. I gotta get another bottle. But my first husband was abusive, and I didn't want to raise my first 3 children in an abusive relationship, so I moved to Virginia Beach. Even though my mom was going through what she was going through, and I had to do something, so I came to Virginia Beach. I was on AOL. I don't know. I don't think Google was out then. If it was, I didn't use it. I went on AOL and I put in their search box, best places to start over. And Virginia Beach was one. And a lot of my military friends were here. So I moved here and started over. I was pregnant with Winter at the time. That's my 16, almost 17-year-old. And I decided to just start my life over here. Did I feel bad for leaving my mom? I did. But I had to do what was best for my kids. I didn't want them growing up in that type of environment. So, that's my cat. They yodel. I think it's funny. Anyway, I don't know if y'all can hear him yodeling. But I got two cats. The Groot, because he was small. He was so small when we first got him in Oreo. And the Groot is probably yodeling because he wants something to eat, because he's always hungry, fat cat. But anyway, back to why Virginia Beach. Yes, I did my research, moved out to Virginia Beach, and I love it here, so I stayed here. I got accepted to Hampton University in 2001, and I wanted to start school, but my mom got cleared. They said that her chemo and her radiation and everything was great. And she got cleared in April of 2001. And Hampton was like, they didn't want me to start school. So until I was cleared, I had a C-section with Winter. And but I drove to Memphis to see about my mom, and she didn't follow doctor's orders, so of course she ended up so my daughter called in the middle of that one. I don't know how I'm gonna splice all of this together, but I was saying how my mom they gave her a clean bill of health in April 2002, right after I had Win. So I drove all the way out there to see her. And then I came back. Was supposed to start school, didn't start school, something happened. Oh, I didn't get cleared to go back to work until July of 2002. So Hampton deferred me, and I went, supposed to start that January. Couldn't start that January. My dad was not feeling well. He had to have surgery, and my mom was sounding funny. So once again, I got deferred, and then we found out that my mom's cancer was back. So, and then she passed away December 2003. So yeah, she was 3 years, and I don't know how long she had had that bump on her breast. I know that when she passed, it it had metastasized to the right side of her brain, her left optic nerve, the left side of her larynx, back into her left chest wall, her liver, and her left kidney, and in between her 9th and 10th vertebrae. So, yeah. And with me being a healthcare professional, of course, everybody is looking for me to know the answers to everything. And my oldest child felt like I should have fixed my mom, and trying to console my kids because my mom, she spoiled them. And then I started school. Then I had to study for the NCLEX. I was studying for the NCLEX before I took the LPN. Had to take the PN NCLEX and then take the RN NCLEX. Yeah. Just in case you're wondering, I have been completely natural for 7 years. I transitioned first, and then I did the big chop, and I've been natural, completely natural since 2011. I watch YouTube channels to see what to do for my hair. Don't ask me the type, I don't know. You know, I tell you, I don't know what type of hair I have. My hair loves coconut oil, I'll tell you that much. I use shea butter. I buy it in the boxes. I buy them in big boxes with the unrefined shea butter. I go on Amazon and buy my shea butter. Sometimes I melt it down with some oil, different oils, put it in my hair. All of my daughters are natural. Ooh. My son is, I think he's trying to dread up. I don't know what he does with his hair. He's a teenager. He's 19. When I wash my hair, I use the lock method. So I find a leave-in that I like. I'm trying a new one this time. It's got 100% virgin coconut oil in it, by Shea Moisture. I started with Shea Moisture. I like the way it makes my hair feel. So that's what I use. So I'm using that leave-in. I'm using Jamaican black castor oil with rosemary for my oil. I messed up. And my cream is I'm using a Design Essentials almond and avocado defining cream gel. I watch Jeanette J Beauty on YouTube. I use some of her methods. Some of them I tweak to myself, what's best for me. And like I said, I use I watch the Brilliant Beauty She inspired me to not be ashamed to do a channel to deal with my diagnoses. Because everybody has some form of it. This is what I believe. You get something that gets you down, and sometimes we just can't lift our spirits enough. And I just wanted to show people how I deal with it. Some people may need help. My mom used to make fun of me, I ain't even gonna lie, and tell me that, only our Caucasian counterparts go to therapy. That's not true. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing wrong with getting a therapist. I need to clip my hands. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Sometimes you need somebody to talk to. Somebody will see something that you don't see. So I hope that you do not fear going to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with it. Therapy is good. If you feel bad or you feel like you cannot shake whatever feeling that is, there are numbers for you to call. There are veteran hotlines. There's a suicide hotline. Your job, everybody's job has an EAP, an employee assistance program, to help you find a counselor. You can always do like I did. I just look for, Google is amazing. And I Googled a therapist in my area, and that's how I started going to my therapist. Network. There's nothing wrong with networking. Talking to someone. You might talk to somebody and they might tell you, oh, I go to therapy and my therapist does this and my therapist does that. A lot of practices have a lot of therapists. Some people have solo therapy, where they are the only therapist in their practice. It all depends on your insurance. If you are insured, if you need a referral or not. My insurance, I don't need a referral. I can just pick a therapist. Call them to see if they take your insurance. But there's nothing wrong with seeking help. Nothing wrong with seeking help. I was a big Robin Williams fan, so when I found out about him, I was crushed. Like, he was my best friend. Anthony Bourdain. I used to love watching his show before he switched to CNN. I'm putting twists in my hair because my hair is so thick. It's dry. See that? It's dry. And I was playing around outside and the trees was grabbing my hair. I was ready to lose it. So I'm just putting some regular water in my hair. I got a mister bottle and it just applies a mist of water to my hair. Love it. Love it. Because my hair sucks up water. And then after I put the water in my hair, because my hair is so thick and dry, I part my hair in sections, and then I part that section into 2 sections, and then I work whatever into it. I am not a natural Lista, I don't think. I just do what's best for me. And right now, my health, mental and physical health, is what's most important to me. So, I do have an email address if anybody wants to email me. And I have Instagram. My email address is myfaithandme7 at Gmail, and my I'm on Twitter, My Faith in Me. I'm also on Instagram, My Faith in Me, and I have a blog on Tumblr. I try to keep up with it. Like I said, sometimes I feel like doing it, sometimes I don't. But it's My Faith in Me World on Tumblr. Maybe I'll be able to, with being dedicated to this page, I'll be able to keep it up a lot more. Last year was just hard with the depression. I went through a lot of personal things. My daughter was pregnant. She went through some complications. The baby was in, get out. The baby was in the ICU for a little while, and the day before the new year ended, my daughter ended up having surgery. So, oh well, I think I've rambled enough. I don't know if I'm at 20 minutes because the first session was cut. So, I might do more tomorrow. Have a blessed day and keep the faith.